in his pocket from last night. Bumper cars going on in this restart. Wow. Green flag is out, though. J.J. Garrett leads them back into turn one. Here comes Scott Flanagan, making it 3 wide for third now.
The Raging Cajuns roar back to life again. The KMSA Warlords back to 1 and 2. Up the wall goes Heath Miner. He finished third last night. Great piece of driving by the 12 of Dustin Stevens, because he could have plowed into the driver door Miner's car. They kept it going. Now they're going to go 3 wide almost for fifth. As that goes on, it's Garrett leading them back to 1 and 2.
Yeah, just 2 laps in the books now, 18 to go, $2,000 on the line. These guys are acting like it's the $10,000 these street stock guys are going for in just a little bit. They are not giving each other an inch. It is great racing to watch all over the speedway.
J.J. Garrett trying to pull out the broomstick, so to speak, and sweep the weekend. He's on the inside.
Look who's in
Bo
third.
Miner to second.
Look who's in third.
Third is Shannon Etheridge, worked on fixing the rear end. And also, don't count out Tony Kaufman from Mississippi. He's up to third spot. Well, they're fighting for third, back and forth.
Etheridge probably had to rebuild a lot of that car as well from hitting the wall in his heat race. He has not had a good weekend in Arkansas. Now
got another one up the pace, and another one spins out of turn 4, car number 11. That's going to be Jody Shaw. Jody Shaw spins out of turn 4. Another car up on the top of the racetrack off the pace. That's the 60 of Wayne Poe. By the way, that car is for sale if anybody's interested in it.
It said for sale on it for 3 years now.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. It's got it looks like a little Matchbox machine. I mean, some of these cars look like mini stocks. They look like mini stock bodies, Toyota, Ford Mustang bodies. But that car that just pulled into the pits, it just looks like a toy box car, you know?
It used to look like a rocket ship.
Okay.
I loved it. I always called him the rocket ship, Wayne Poe. Now, my personal favorite looking car is Scott Flanagan's, because it's like they took a dirt late model and they shrunk it to about half size and then threw a 4-cylinder motor in it and said, go. And
you would be surprised how many cars look like late model bodies, and they put the motors in them and they let them race in the South.
Yeah.
You could have a late model body car, chassis, put in the motor, and they let you race in the mini stocks.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I mean, it looks just like a late model body. Yeah. You got the elephant ears. You've got I call it the elephant ears. Yeah. I don't know if you call them in those, but I call them elephant ears. They poke up at you.
Yeah.
Dumbo.
The fenders, the right front and left front fenders. Yep. And then you got the spoiler on it.
Yes.
Can't forget the spoiler.
It looks just like a late model.
It does. It's a miniature late model. Now, they do have the actual miniature late models down by Florida and stuff.
They do.
And those have been spread. And I think they had a couple races.
Call them 3/4 late models, the sharp mini late models.
Those are pretty cool to watch. I watched one where one was carrying the left front the whole time.
Hey, we got a great show going on now. Caution number 2 out involving Jody Shaw in the 11S. They'll get back in the right direction, and we'll get ready to go back for the restart. And again, we continue our double main event. Coming up next, Wesley Gwaltney will be the 50-lap, $10,000 to win, $60,000 purse, 23rd annual Sean Feldheader's Mid-Atlantic or Mid-American. The Mid-America, yes.
Mid-America
Street Stock Nationals. Man, that's going to be awesome. You're excited for that one.
It's one of my favorite events throughout the year, without a doubt. Now, when the Lucas Oil Series comes in, the topless and stuff is always fun as well. But it's the one I get to announce, so I'm excited. I love the Street Stock one and the Race for Hope. Those are my 2 favorite events of the year. Street Stock probably number 1 because of how good the racing is. The caution line is out, though. J.J. Garrett got a strong field of bumblebees or mini stocks right there behind him. J.J. Garrett will set the pace. Tony Kaufman and Bo Miner right there behind him. Here comes Shannon Etheridge as well. Great start for the other Miner. I believe that's Heath Miner in the Zero machine. And Shannon Etheridge can go to the inside of Bo Miner for the second spot. For the third spot, Tony Kaufman in second all by alone. Here comes Scott Flanagan. Etheridge meeting the wall again, but he keeps it going.
Shannon Etheridge has got to get away from Bad Luck Central. He's been having bad luck all weekend long. He's now got a little contact from Stevens on driver left.
Smoker.
He got sideways. Smoker, the butterflies, the mosquitoes and the grasshoppers are running for the hills again as up in smoke riding with Cheech and Chong is Jody Shaw. Takes it, he bounces it off the wall on the front straightaway, but still keeps going, creeping down into turn number 1 and 2. I don't know if he's going to stall it or not.
I think he's going to be able to keep it going enough to maybe get it back over to the infield area on the back straightaway, but he's just kind of putting around, staying out of the racing line.
He's staying out of harm's way. I got to give him that, but I don't know if he'll make it. It's like the little engine that could.
7 down, 13 to go in this one. The Northeast Georgia Nightmare.
The Northeast Georgia Nightmare.
Leading.
Yes.
No Arkansas. Oh, Micah
I don't think he'll make it.
I don't think so, but he's out of the racing line.
He's trying to. There's the caution.
There he goes.
I knew that was going to happen. By the way, the caution's on him 2 times. First caution coming out, spinning in turn number 3, and then this caution on him for stalling in 2. 2 unassisted, 3 with help. You're on the trailer.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
And I think he's done for
anyway. I don't think
anyway.
he can get back to the pit area anyways, so I think that's going to be into the 9 for Jody Shaw as well. 7 down, 13 to go here in this one. Micah Gavin trying to make the Arkansans proud. He has made his way into the top 5. He started back through the field. He started all the way back in 16th and currently runs in the 5th spot.
That's right.
So Micah Gavin of Newark, Arkansas, won last year in this event, trying to get victory lane. He got passed last night by J.J. Garrett, so he's looking to get in victory lane tonight, trying to keep the title here in Arkansas.
That's right.
First night was just practice, right? I think that's, if you ask Micah, that's probably what he'll say. First night was just practice. It's all about tonight.
It's all about tonight.
Now, he's got a lot of guys to get by here. The Georgia native of J.J. Garrett, the Mississippi native Tony Cobb. We have 4 states represented in the top 5. Alabama represented by the Miners in 3rd and 4th, and then Micah Gavin out of Arkansas. So 4 states in the top 5, and Shannon Etheridge just outside of the top 5. He's going to be one to watch on this restart.
So who do you think is going to be the winner? We're down to 13 laps to go. 7 laps are in. The Northeast Georgia Nightmare of J.J. Garrett led all season long in the points, Wesley Gwaltney, but finally broke through into Crown Trophy victory lane last night right here at Batesville Motor Speedway. Could he sweep the weekend and make it win number 2? Or could a guy like Bo Minor pull an upset? Or Mississippi's Tony Kaufman? Or how about Heath Minor coming back from the fire injury back at Smoky Mountain in August to make a run for the money? Or could Micah Gavin get the win as well? Great pages of racing history being written again here in Arkansas, like another car into the wall, Coker's car into the outside wall on the back straightaway. He'll still keep going. Charles Coker's off the pace. Will we see a caution? We will. Yellow flag number 3, and the leader's got to get on the binders to miss him in turn 3 as well.
I mean, we can't say enough of Micah Gavin. I'm not just saying this because he's an Arkansan.
Yeah.
He just went from 16th to 3rd.
He did. Yes, sir, he did.
16th.
From 16th. Bounced the car off the wall.
Yeah.
The car
Hard
was
in the
literally
race.
messed up. You literally got a donut stripe or something you want to call it that way. It's not a donut like a circle. It's a donut stripe. It's a long john, a long john stripe. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a long john stripe. He's got a long john stripe on the passenger side of that car where he hit the concrete, had to work on fixing that car, and he's moved from the back
16th to 3rd.
to 3rd. He started 16th outside row number 8. He has moved to 3rd. He has moved to 3rd.
Now, he is the top-performing Arkansan right now, as we have the Arkansas Mini Nationals only one trip to the state of Arkansas. It's here at Batesville Motor Speedway. Then you have to go all the way back to the 6T of Chris Tuck, who's from Western Arkansas. He's the the C11, actually, of Chris Tuck. We're used to having him in the 6T here. But the C11 of Chris Tuck is the next closest Arkansan, I believe, because Dustin Stevens is from Mississippi. Is that right?
Tony Kaufman?
Dustin
Stevens. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. My apologies there.
Yeah, Chris Tuck would be the next closest Arkansan. And then you have Hennard from Cabot.
Yes.
Back to the pack. The 32 of Adam Poe. And the 10 of Scott Flanagan.
Yeah, because for the most part, these other guys are from Mississippi and Georgia and Alabama.
Exactly.
And I think it's the red car before you drop back to any cars that are from around these neck of the woods.
Yeah, Tuck is from Western Arkansas.
Well, Arkansas 11, that's Michael Courtney's old car.
Okay.
The 11C, that's actually now driven by Chris Tuck.
Yeah, he's from Western Arkansas. He's ran here a couple times when we ran mini stocks on a weekly occasion.
Yes.
And then you got Pose and Hennard and Scott Flanagan. That's it from Arkansas.
So our KMSA National guys representing very, very well. Next weekend, the 46th running, the Alabama State Championship. I spoke with the veteran respected promoter, Mr. Billy Thomas, earlier this afternoon. By the way, our thoughts and prayers are still with his longtime girlfriend, Sharon Pennington. Sharon Massey Pennington was involved in an automobile accident in Atlanta, Georgia on Wednesday. Got rear-ended and hit up under another vehicle. She was sent to the hospital. Broken ribs. Going to have pelvic surgery in the morning. So those that are praying people, keep your thoughts and prayers for Miss Sharon Pennington of East Alabama Motor Speedway, as well as the KMSA will be there at East Alabama next weekend. I'm actually making the trip from here, because I was working the event, Wesley. Now I've got to go from here back to Atlanta for a day of business and then down to East Alabama because I got to help work in the office to help make that 46th running of the Alabama State Championship be successful, to help out Billy Thomas and the Thomas family, because Miss Sharon Pennington's not going to be there. She was kind of a heart throb and a life heartbeat, so to speak, of keeping that place going. And now that she's not there, we're all going to have to step up to the plate to try to make it a success.
But as the racing family, we can all come together to support her.
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, it's going to be a long road for her to get better. But, our thoughts and prayers here from Batesville, Arkansas, or from Locust Grove, Arkansas, Batesville Motor Speedway. As always, we don't want to see... of course, I saw that story today of the funeral for
Caleb Hammond. Yes, and he got his wish. His wish came true. A lot of stickers were grazed all over his casket.
I saw a couple from the state of Arkansas. Love seeing that around this area. Mark Martin actually sent a bunch too, I believe.
Sure did. I sent a bunch of series sanctioned body stickers and racing stickers, and I think stickers I even had from my childhood. Because when I was a kid, I used to collect decals. I remember I think I used to have like every USAC racing decal that was ever created, every logo, every NASCAR logo that was ever made. And then what do? 2 years later, they created a new one. So, but yes, to help that young man, his wish came true, no doubt. Godspeed. And I still say to this day, cancer sucks. So, again, rest in peace, Godspeed for Caleb Hammond. Matter of fact, we continue to race in his memory as they get ready to roll out of turn number 4. And as you said, Wesley, as they come back to speed, we continue to race in their memory because that's what they would want us to do. He had a wish of wanting to have race stickers on his casket, and the entire racing community, even though we didn't know him, came together. Cars problems, number 12, not fired up. Dustin Stevens has stalled the 12 car. He's not got power to the engine. And while that goes on, battle for the lead, a 3-car battle for the lead in turns 1 and 2.
Micah Gavin was just inside.
Oh, gets to the wall!
He gets off the wall. New leader, Micah Gavin. It's a reverse of what we saw last night. Gavin led most of it.
And they're 3 wide.
JJ got by him. Now here comes Heath Miner in the zero machine.
3 wide, almost for the lead. Trying to go through the lap cars. A pick as well of Stevens off the pace. And now Gavin will power back to the lead in the Farrell Holloway number 9. He started 16th, but here comes Heath Miner. He's licking his chops. He's on the inside looking for the lead. Ironically, 1, 2, and 3 is now 2, 3, and 1 from last night's finishers here on a Saturday night, and caution's out. Caution's out for the 12.
Stevens.
Dustin Stevens has stalled the car, and like we said about the other race, he's trying to get that car refired. Wesley Gwaltney, you see the red light on the cockpit. Yeah. The motor is no fire, so they do not have the motor fired up. That's why the red light's on. When he can get that fire on the motor redone, see it flashing back and forth because he's trying to crank the starter to get to go. But, again, once we get his car fired back up, then that light will cut off. And we'll see if he goes to the pit area or not. Dustin Stevens.
Micah Gavin.
Oh, my goodness, wow.
It up. 16th to first.
Yes.
We just saw Mark Norris go from 15th to 4th place finish while ago in that feature event. But Micah Gavin, trying to show everyone, he wants this so much for the state of Arkansas. It's the Arkansas Mini Nationals. The Newark native drove from 16th to first. He has worked for months.
Yes.
I was keeping up with the event on Facebook, and him and his family have been working on this event for months trying to get it lined out. The money paying through the field, $300 to start. I mean, every single one of these guys at least made $300 tonight. That's amazing. And now he's leading this event. It's just kind of the cherry on the top because it's such a great event.
Phenomenal job by these gentlemen as well as we get ready to come back for the restart now. Looks like we're going to go single file because we're under 10 laps to go. We're halfway home. They're going to come to the line. No, we're not. Green flag. No, it's yellow. Wait a minute. They are not coming to green. My goodness. Flagman is telling them to get back into order. They are going to be double file for the restart, it looks like.
Caution light will go out. Delaware double file restart once again, I believe. Unless we are going.
No, I think we're going single file. Look at the cute. Oh, he's tired. He's out of it.
No, we got half the field wanting double file, half the field wanting single file. We'll have to see what happens here. It's going to be a meeting of the minds between the back half of the field and the front half of the field.
We're over halfway, so it's single file. We are after.